Okay, hi, this is Dave Haynes, and this is the second installment of my India video diary. I'm sitting here in my bed quite late at night on the night before we leave Mumbai for Pune. And before we left this amazing city, I just wanted to wrap up with a few of my key takeaways and a few of things that I've really noticed the most during my time here. So first of all, well, we attended the Nokia Music Connects conference, which was a gathering of a lot of the bigger labels and people involved in the Indian music industry. So you know, everyone from the majors that we know, EMI, Sony, Universal, also one of the big Bollywood labels here, Saregama and Times Music. But there was probably about 100, 200 people, which was great, and it was really interesting just to get an insight on their mindset into the industry. But it was actually someone outside of the Indian music industry that probably said the thing that resonated with me most, and also reflected on my own feelings about India. And this was Jordan from the Collective, who's Linkin Park's manager, and he summed it up on stage when he said, well, you know, through the internet and all the technology they have, they're now able to have this direct relationship with their fans, and they know where those fans are. And what's surprising is that I think India came in the top 5, you know, countries in the world, you know, where their fan base was, but yet they'd never really done anything here, and they weren't really sure of the opportunities. But he just had this feeling that there definitely should be something to be done, and by the time he left India, he really wanted to go back with some kind of firm substance around what they should do next. And I think that's really the same take up for me. We know SoundCloud has a big presence here. A lot of people have come up to me and said, you know, we're using the service, you know, what are your plans for India? And I think that's the biggest thing on my mind at the moment. It's just working out, you know, how we can have a greater presence, and, you know, how SoundCloud can help the music industry more here. So that was the first thing. Second thing was a really quite stunning performance from Imogen Heap. SoundCloud's worked on quite a few projects now with Imogen Heap. One of the things that she mentioned on stage when she was talking to Ralph Simon actually was her Heap Songs project, where we were involved in helping Imogen collect sounds that she would then make one of her new tracks out of. It was a project that went really well, and I think is testament to Imogen's kind of forward thinking in terms of collaborating with fans and doing things in a slightly different way. But the thing that she showed off on stage today just really blew my mind. She had these amazing, it almost sounds silly, but she had these amazing, I think she called them her musical data gloves, which sounds really boring, but the performance was absolutely captivating. Just by having these two gloves, she's able to create a song from scratch, manipulate it, you know, filter it, pitch control it, create percussion, loop her voice. And I know it's almost very difficult to describe, but I mean, really for me, you know, we talk a lot about these conferences about the future of music, and it all revolves around, you know, people accessing music in the cloud, and, you know, how technology is pushing that forward. But I think sometimes we really overlook how technology is going to play a massive role in the way we change the creation of music, which I think ultimately will change everything, and something that we're really passionate about at SoundCloud. So yeah, it's difficult to describe, but I mean, the performance was amazing. She collaborates with quite a few Indian artists, and I think at the end she received a very well-earned standing ovation. So that was the second thing. Now, what was the third thing? Well, the third thing was really just my first impressions of Mumbai, or Bombay, as most of the locals here seem to call it. And I have to say, I wasn't really sure what I expected of the city. And I was also a little bit worried that we wouldn't see much of the city. You know, being in this hotel at a conference, you could probably be anywhere in the world. But we had we were able this afternoon, after a few of the morning panels, to get out into the city, do some shopping, go and see some markets, and really take in quite a few of the different sights and sounds, and I guess more importantly, smells of the city. This place is just a complete, you know, it's a cliche, but it's you know, completely bombarding your senses all the time. So yeah, I won't talk too much about it now. I mean, if you haven't been here, then it's really a place that you should experience. And actually, by the end, I had grown quite fond of the city, despite its kind of you know, fairly strange sights at times. So that was the third thing, and then really I think just the last thought would be on just all the amazing people that I've met here. The other British delegates, many of whom I know, but also many of whom I know the first time. We've really bonded. It's been great to just spend some time with those and get with them and get their thoughts on their experiences in India. But most of all, just to our amazing organisers from the British Council. They've just been excellent at introducing us to people and making sure everything's organised, and it really has made the trip, my first trip to India, just very, very easy and pleasant. So yeah, a huge thank you to them. So yeah, now just really excited to get to Pune for the NH7 Weekender and Unconvention, where I'll be doing a panel with a few of my fellow British travellers. So yeah, hopefully tell you more about Pune in the next update. Bye.